for T-Nog's spring gardening wrap-up tag. So the first question was, will you have a garden in 2023? My answer is absolutely, definitely yes. I have found gardening to be nourishing for my spirit, for my mind, and for my body. So I will absolutely always garden as long as I'm able to garden. Number 2 was, what veg in 2022 that I let grow or grew that I won't do in 2023? And that is going to be volunteers, like I mentioned, volunteer vegetables. And let me go show the peppers. All right, so here's the pepper bed. I have the pots in front of it, but back there, that raised bed is the pepper bed. And I was really intentional about not overgrowing this year. I only put 5 pepper plants in there. But then all of these volunteers brought it up. And I have cut out a lot of them. But like all of these right here, this cluster, these are all volunteers. I left these because they have flowers. But I think I'm going to get rid of this too, because I think all of the plants are suffering because of these volunteers. Because it's just packed in here. It's too much. A lot of little volunteers way back over there. Okay. So the big tomato plant I had here was also a volunteer. And I did remove that yesterday. I thought I was recording it, but it didn't get recorded. But anyway, like that's an example of what I won't allow to happen. Even the watermelon that was over there, the volunteer that produced only 1 watermelon, I won't allow that to happen either, because it stalled me from putting my containers in that area. It just changed my plans, and I'm just going to stick to my plans. That's what I'm going to do. What vegetable in 2022 that I enjoy growing the most? My melons. Especially, particularly the watermelons, but even the cantaloupe has almost taken over. These darker leaves are the cantaloupe. All the dusty, crusty leaves are the watermelon. So the watermelon, the cantaloupe, I probably won't plant the cantaloupe with the watermelon because it seemed like maybe that's causing the watermelon to suffer. I don't know, or maybe I'll do fewer cantaloupe. But yeah, anyway, this was my most enjoyable so far because of the production is huge and it's got a lot of fruit. But one thing I'm not going to be doing is hand watering everything. I am so in doing drip irrigation. I had initial plans for it, and I had decided that it was better to put the drip irrigation in the containers when I decided where I was going to put them. But what I should have done was put them in the beds because of the melon bed. As you can probably guess, it is very hard to water in the middle of that. So my plan was to put the hose in there and just leave it, and that's what I do, but it's still hard to reach the middle of the bed and get that sufficiently watered. So I will not be hand watering everything. I will hand water some stuff, and inevitably I will have to hand water some things like the flowers in the baskets and just all the containers that I have. It's just going to be more practical to hand water some things, but I will not hand water everything. The vegetable I will try to grow in 2023 that I haven't tried so far are brassicas. I think specifically I want to try broccoli and collards. So I haven't done that. So I want to try growing that myself. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but it's going to be in the fall. But I don't know. I've never grown in the fall, so I'm going to try to do stuff in 2022 actually this fall. But definitely in 2023 I'm going to do it as well. But so far I haven't tried it, so I'm listing that for 2023. I think the final part of the spring wrap-up tag is to sum up gardening in 2022. So sum up gardening in 2022. To sum it up, it has been trying. I will be honest and admit that over this past summer, we've had about 2 months of triple-digit temperatures almost every single day, so that's been very discouraging. It's been wearing me out, but I know if I had drip irrigation, that wouldn't be as big of an issue. I also injured myself back in March. I tore a tendon in my right hand, which is my dominant hand, and so that was a huge setback. And so I just didn't get to do all the things that I had hoped to do when I wanted to do them because I wasn't able to. So, but here are the fruits of my labor. So I mean, there are still, even in this desert, what feels like a desert, there's life and there's hope. So I'm still loving gardening. I'm still, like I mentioned, I have found gardening to be nourishing. So I think gardening is something that everyone should try. You don't need I don't have a large space actually. I have way less, well, not way less, but less than 100 square feet, probably about 80 square feet of growing space in my backyard. I have a friend who's growing on her patio. She's actually probably growing more different types of things than me because she grows a lot of herbs, but she grows a lot of vegetables too. So in that very small space, she has food, and she actually uses it because she's an excellent cook. And I hope she does eventually start posting YouTube videos, so you all can see some of that, because she makes excellent vegetarian food. Anyway, which reminds me that today is Meatless Monday. And this is really long, and it's going to take me a while to edit it, but I may put this all as just a long tour, or just Veda Day 1, which includes the tour, plus T-Nog's tag, or I may break them up into 2 videos. I don't know. But anyways, thank you all for watching.